For the Mutual Group, I'm Doug Lennox.
I'll have another moment from our journey to the 21st century after this.
In 1917, the British failed at all their efforts to dislodge the German troops from Vimy Ridge, and so they called up the Canadians. On Easter weekend in 1917, the very first time our troops fought as a single unit, 4 Canadian divisions stormed and took Vimy Ridge in France, and then held against the counterattack. While we'd been in it from the beginning, the Americans stayed out until 1917. The man who led them was General Blackjack Pershing, speaking here from Allied headquarters in France.
3,000 miles from home, an American army is fighting for you. Everything you hold worthwhile is at stake. Only the hardest blows can win against the enemy we are fighting.
The commander of the American Expeditionary Force, Blackjack Pershing. On the day they declared war, George M. Cohan wrote, "Over there." And while the Yanks were coming in 1917, the British, who had been stopped at Passchendaele, again called up the Canadian veterans of Vimy Ridge, who took the Belgian stronghold from the Germans at a terrible cost. Of the 20,000 initial troops in the assault, 15,654 men wearing the maple leaf on their arms were killed or wounded. The First World War had cost Canada 68,300 lives, nearly twice the number lost by the Americans. 1917, a few moments from life in the 20th century. More after this. In 1917, because of their war effort, women in BC and Ontario won voting rights, 1 year after Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta. Nova Scotia would follow a year later, New Brunswick in 1919, and PEI in 1922. Quebec women would have to wait until 1940. The bad news was the introduction of income tax. For the Mutual Group, I'm Doug Lennox. It was 1917 on our journey to the 21st century.